Concordia into that matchup zone, and Poitras with it on the left side. Chucky Smith back in the game, rotates to Foley. Smith gets it back, jumps it over to Niehaus. He'll go right over Monroy and in. 26-18, and you talk about offense being stagnant. Two things Olstad does: he moves without the ball. He also spaces the floor. He's been in a bit of a shooting slump recently, but another threat in that quarter. And Concordia's had trouble getting that movement. Crockett does get fouled on the drive, though, so he'll get a couple free throws. Andy Foley reaching in for his second foul. Concordia in the double bonus now, so 2 shots for Crockett. Crockett 1 of 2 at the line in this one.
It's going to be key. Olsted's at the scorer's bench right now. It's going to be key for him to play a smart 2 minutes here. They're trying to buy this 2 minutes with those 2 fouls.
Crockett misses the first off back rim. He comes in along with Mike Yonke, Shea Mandley, Josh Monroy out. Andy Foley checks out for St. Cloud. James Fort back in the game. 2:17 to go. Still 26-18 St. Cloud. They've had a few different 8-point leads tonight. Been their largest. Crockett misses both. Rebound Alcantara. And Concordia is still on that long drought now, 9 minutes without a field goal, and they haven't helped themselves, missing some free throws in that stretch as well.
Still an 8-point game. Get a stop.
Poitras off a Fort screen, goes right. Down low to Fort now. Battling against Yonke, 3 seconds. Yonke forced him to linger in the lane. He didn't like it. Upset as he goes the other way, but Concordia gets another stop with 2 minutes left. And it is pretty impressive when you're shooting 18% from the field that you'd still be within 8 points.
Especially against this team that they're playing.
Van Pelt to Olstad. He'll attack right. Foul going up. Actually may have been the foul on the floor there. Either way, Olstad will get 2 free throws. I think Chucky Smith with the block. It was on Smith. That's 3 personals on him.
Well, you nailed it, Dan. I mean, Olstad comes in, first offensive possession. Van Pelt ducks into the free throw line. Who's moving in behind him? Cole Olstad moving without the basketball, and he's going to get to the free throw line. We'll still have that field goal drought, but at least he goes to the free throw line.
And he is a very good free throw shooter, 85%, makes the first, 5th in the conference. So Andy Foley comes right back in for Smith, who has the 3 fouls. Minute 51 to go. Concordia trying to get it back to a 6-point game. And both free throws good for Cole Olstad. And now the official approaching the scorer's table here. And they had put it up on the board as a foul on Connor Niehaus, so they change it. It was on Chucky Smith. That's what the official had signaled, 32, not 42. So they make sure that's right in the stat sheet, and now Poitras the other way. Working against Crockett, bounce to Fort. Kick out for Niehaus. Hand off to Foley. Right side, it's Alcantara. Stanley in front of him. Alcantara tries to take it, and he draws the foul. So St. Cloud State in the bonus now as well. 7th Concordia team foul. And the second personal on David Stanley. Giving up some size to Alcantara. Joey James giving him defensive instructions there. Alcantara, about a 63% free throw shooter. Front end of the 1-and-1, rolls off back rim. Yonke the rebound. Minute and a half to go in the period here. Crockett bringing it up the right side. Turns on the Jets, gives to Van Pelt. He'll curl. Olstad another cut along the baseline. Lays it in, plus the foul.
Have you watched this team a little bit? Apparently, you've seen these guys play, because there it is again. Van Pelt, 2-man game. Olstad, 3-point play opportunity to make it potentially a 3-point game.
John Avercamp in for Connor Niehaus. To respect the gamble by Joey James, putting him in with 2 fouls. He knew his team needed a spark. Olstad, he's a redshirt junior, experienced player. You trust him to be smart out there, and he has been so far.
Well, if you can hide him a little bit on defense, it's kind of that late game offense-defense substitution type thing at play. If you can hide him a little bit to not put him in a spot to foul on defense, you can use him on offense.
He completes the 3-point play. The foul had been on James Fort, his first. 26-23 with 1:05 left in the half. Alcantara for Avercamp. His pass stolen by Olstad. There's a spark on defense as well. Outlets to Van Pelt with a minute remaining before halftime. Van Pelt across for Crockett. Gets a screen from Yonke. Drives it right. Has a lane and tied up. They'll call the jump ball. The arrow gives it back to St. Cloud State. Crockett, you like the idea on the drive there as the defense was collapsing. May have liked to see a kick-out pass as Connor Niehaus in for John Averkamp. Either way, though, you're not going to complain about Concordia's guards going to the hoop. Poitras will walk it up the middle. About 13 seconds between the game and shot clock. Concordia's cut what was an 8-point deficit down to 3. Niehaus on the left side. Gives to Poitras. Crockett guarding him. Poitras isolated on the right side, drives the middle, up with the right hand, can't get it to go off back rim, has his own rebound, can't get the bank shot to drop, still loose on the floor, it's out of bounds to St. Cloud State. And the Huskies, they have 8 offensive rebounds, crashing the boards there, and they'll get another chance with the shot clock off now. They'll bring floor spacer Scotty Stone into the game for Eddie Alcantara. Nooney Omad on for Cole Olstad, as you don't want him picking up his 3rd foul defensively here. But the shot clock off with 24 seconds left, 26-23 St. Cloud State. Poitras right baseline, inbounds to Niehaus. Would imagine St. Cloud will hold for the final attempt here as Poitras sets up right side of the logo. Down to 15 seconds left. Van Pelt will guard him. Poitras can certainly play in isolation. He gives it to Niehaus though. Left side Stone for a 3. And it's good. That's a better idea than Poitras in isolation. Scotty Stone knocks down his 3rd 3, and it's a 6-point lead for St. Cloud State at the half. So a nice play there to close out the half for the Huskies. Stone drains the 3, 29-23 at the break. As the teams head to the locker room, we'll have the Radisson Hotel Roseville halftime show coming up next. This is Concordia Golden Bears basketball, a street-powered production.